First of all, who said we were popular? I mean, you know, it's like we're still the best kept secret around here a lot of times.
Whoa, whoa, got all the time in the world.
I grew up in Oklahoma City, a fan of rock and roll like anyone else, listening to WKY and KOMA radio and listening to all the songs of the day back when commercial music was really cool. You could hear a mixture of everything from the Beatles to Otis Redding to the Supremes to Buck Owens to Johnny Cash in the same hour. You can't do that now. Songwriting is harder now than ever. It's harder for these guys to get paid. Mechanical royalties, which is how they get paid. Radio royalties are way down, you know, CD sales are way down. And so live music is really kind of the last, you know, the last frontier for these guys. They all tour and sell their CDs. And so it's important, I think, for people to come out and support songwriters. And I'm going to be doing this until the day I die. So.
This is the Blue Door.
It's a wonderful place for songwriters that really care about song and just songs, not so much the image that surrounds the song or the clothes you wear when you sing the song. It's just the song.
The second you walk in, you can feel the spirit of this place. It's a pure and genuine experience to sit in the audience at the Blue Door, focusing on the artist, the lyrics, and the music.
I'm just a fan. I love songs like some people like short stories and novels. Sometimes when you hear a great song, you're looking in the mirror of what's going on in your life, or you know, even it could be funny, it could be a sad thing. Maybe you lost a loved one, or maybe you're going through something with a girlfriend or boyfriend. Just think that it's important for songs to enter our lives however they can. And then we do with them what we need to do with them.
The Blue Door hosts multiple shows every week. You can see legends like Jimmy Webb and soon-to-be legends such as John Fullbright.
Are you gonna stop? Said, no, sir, no, sir. I got a little bit of time to go.
I think he's one of the greatest young songwriters I've ever heard. He's already wise beyond his years. He soaks up influences from everywhere, from Jimmy Webb to Harry Nilsson to Randy Newman to Townes Van Zandt, Woody Guthrie, classical, jazz. He knows it all, and he's just doing it for the right reasons. He loves being a musician and being an artist.
When John isn't playing the Blue Door, you can often find him next to you in the audience, listening to the other great songwriters that stop through.
That's how you learn where you are or where you want to be, or, you know, it's just as much a kind of a classroom as it is you know, exhibition. You know, it's but you know, I've had a lot of different experiences here that I've never had anywhere else emotionally, and it came from just the music that was played here.
I'll find a place to rest my spirit if I can. Perhaps I may become a songwriter again.
It was a dream come true to have Jimmy play here. It was just, I mean, because anybody that knows me knows that I'm talking about Jimmy's music all the time. I champion him. I tell people about it. All his records, I knew every one of his records. I bought them all. You know, I mean, I'm one of the die-hard guys out there who know a lot about his music because I'm just a big fan.
Jimmy now regularly plays at the Blue Door. It's one of his favorite places to perform. He loves the informal atmosphere because he has a small case of stage fright.
So to walk in here is like walking into somebody's house and playing the piano for them, which is no big deal. That doesn't scare me. You know, Carnegie Hall makes me nervous. And I've played there a couple of times, and all said and done, I'd rather play the Blue Door, thank you very much.
This particular night, Jimmy performed a few songs from his newest album, Just Across the River. The album features guest artists such as Vince Gill, Billy Joel, and Lucinda Williams.
When she came in and did Galveston, that was a turning point for us because we began to see what this album would mean if you could really bring the right people to the right material. If you could make those connections solid and not just put famous people on a record because they're famous, but come up with a deeper and more meaningful reason to have some very well-known people to join us on these songs.
And I dream of Galveston.
It's just come full circle. It's just like it was sort of meant to be without, and it proves that things can happen when you're not even trying to make them happen. You just sort of throw things out in the universe and let it come back to you, and that's what's happened. It's just a joy. I mean, I don't know. I'm the luckiest guy on the planet.
It all started for Greg when he discovered that some of his favorite songs were written by Jimmy. His admiration of songwriters began to steadily grow. He found himself in Austin, Texas, working as a promoter and music journalist. He began holding tribute concerts to one of his heroes, Woody Guthrie. And when he moved back to Oklahoma City and opened the Blue Door, he felt it only right to move that celebration here as well.
Woody's daughter, Nora, tells me that I definitely have the Guinness Book of World Records for the Woody Guthrie tribute. No one's been doing them as long as I have. He was kind of a Renaissance man. I mean, he wrote about all kinds of stuff. He gave songwriters the permission to write about anything. I mean, before Woody, you kind of had to write about a certain kind of things. You couldn't write about anything until Woody Guthrie came along. And, you know, and he would take the Carter family melodies of the day and put words to them, because he wanted to get his message across.
If you never knew what never was, you'd never cry again.
People need to come out and support this place. I mean, because it's real unique to Oklahoma, a place where, you know, people can come and see people like tonight, like, you know, see Jimmy Webb up close, personal, people, world-class songwriters and singers, you know, in a real intimate setting like this. You know, it's a pretty special thing.
We need more places like the Blue Door in the United States for young songwriters to get started and develop their craft. And we're in short supply of Blue Doors. So it's a rare commodity, and it's right here in Oklahoma City.
You know, I sometimes get very emotional about this because I just really believe it, that if we don't take care of our cultures, if we don't take care of these kind of things, they're going to die. It'd be a sorry, sorry world if the only thing that gets heard is the most commercial. I mean, you know, that would just really be sad, and I'm going to fight that. You know, I'm going to fight those kind of songs till I'm in my grave.
For Oklavision, I'm Katie Kurtz.